Leave it to Olivia Rodrigo to put one of the most complicated yet universal feelings into words. Or should we say, lyrics? The singer's new album hasn't even dropped yet, and already our brains are ruminating on sad girls in love throughout history. Whether you've felt it firsthand or witnessed the nauseating mix of heartbreak and ecstasy through film, and soon, music, we're pretty sure you'll know exactly the girl we're talking about. On screen, she's everywhere. She's belly aching for Conrad in The Summer I Turned Pretty, Glinda swallowing her feelings in Wicked. For good, Kathy devoting herself to Heathcliff even throughout his years-long absence in Wuthering Heights. She's romantic, restless, introspective, occasionally self-destructive. The girl who gets everything she wanted, only to realize that love doesn't always feel the way she thought it would. Will no doubt be emotionally wrecked come June 12, when you seem pretty sad for a girl so in love drops. But we thought, why delay the pleasure? Below, a non-exhaustive list of cinema and television's most memorable iterations of sad girls in love, who prove love and being unhappy are far from mutually exclusive. Belly, The Summer I Turned Pretty. The blueprint for the modern sad girl in love. She's in a relationship that looks like everything she's ever wanted, but dreaming of someone else and his brother at that instead. She's chosen, desired, and yes, still sad. Aren't we all? Marian, Normal People. Marian doesn't just fall in love, she completely dissolves into it. Her connection with Connell is magnetic, but like every romance on this list, never simple. Miscommunication, distance, timing, and immaturity all conspire to keep them slightly out of sync. Her sadness isn't separate from the relationship, it's embedded within it. Glinda, Wicked. Glinda is often glossed over, but we'd argue she's far more emotionally complex beneath that exterior. She's constantly negotiating between who she is and who she's expected to be. Love, in her world, is complicated by ambition, perception, and a simmering sadness. Kathy, Wuthering Heights. Kathy is perhaps the original sad girl in love. Her bond with Heathcliff is less a romance and more a force of nature, something that defines her as much as it destroys her. She doesn't just love him, she is him. If you've seen Emerald Fennell's recent Rimac, you'll know that kind of love comes sans any sense of peace. Lux, The Virgin Suicides. For Lux, love is less of a feeling and more of an escape from her tightly controlled world. But in her pursuit of it, what she finds is something fleeting, unreliable, and ultimately hollow. Moments of romance are devastating in Virgin Suicides, but are we really surprised, given Sofia Coppola is at the helm? Jo March, Little Women. Jo spends her entire life resisting the very idea of being defined by love, and yet it still finds a way to undo her. There's an undercurrent of grief in what she gives up in this pursuit, but Jo's sadness is the result of a constant negotiation between ambition and intimacy, independence and desire. Tashi Duncan, Challengers. Tashi reframes the sad girl trope entirely. She's in control in how she navigates love and power, and yet, beneath that precision is something unresolved and a deep unhappiness. Even when you think you're orchestrating the game, love can still destabilize you. Lucy Harmon, Stealing Beauty. Lucy arrives in Italy carrying both grief and romantic curiosity, and through her romantic entanglements, she makes several discoveries about herself and her own desires, but also the complicated weight of first love. Sadness threads through her experiences, even against the picturesque Italian landscapes in which she finds herself. Isabel, The Dreamers. Isabel navigates love with a heady intensity. Her relationships are charged and all-consuming, revealing how infatuation can be both intoxicating and isolating. Isabel's sadness comes from the collision of desire and reality, the awareness that some passions, no matter how vivid, are fleeting.